This is Dan from Dan's Urban Survival and Prepping, and I want to talk about mutual assistance groups, retreats, and getting old, right after the intro. This morning, I was fairly disappointed with my MAG group. We've talked about this, but it still bothered me off and on through the day, so I wanted to make a video because there's some points I think could be helpful to other groups. This morning we had an invitation meeting for a married couple who had shown interest in joining our group. The gentleman was 67 years old, retired from the military, a machinist after that. His wife was in her mid-60s, a retired school teacher. She taught home economics for many years. As a voting member of our group, I was fairly excited about this meeting, and I look forward to hopefully having them join our group. But many of the other members voted it down. The reason being of their age. They were in their late 70s, they were in their late 60s, working on 70, and the majority of the group felt that they would not be able to pull their weight if something were to happen because of their age. They wouldn't be able to patrol, they wouldn't be able to help grow food, and that they would be a detriment to the group instead of an asset. Whereas I agree, it would be ridiculous to put plate armor and a semi-automatic rifle in the hands of a 67-year-old man and expect him to do patrols, that are miles and miles long. I disagree with the conclusions my other group members came to, because just because they were older does not mean that they are unable to be an asset. Their knowledge alone, the gentleman himself was a machinist in the Navy. He owned his own machine shop for years after that. His skill level and his knowledge, if nothing more than being able to teach younger people like myself these skills, it seems would be well worth his placement within the group. And this is why I bring out this video, and I'm making this video. There are other groups out there, other MAG groups that do similar things. They reject people simply because of their advancing years or a disability. And I think this is a horrible thing, because there's such a treasure trove of knowledge and ability out there that could be shared, that could be taught. This gentleman could fix or make just about anything. He had those skills in his head, even if his body was not capable of doing the heavy lifting to do it. Setting up an apprenticeship with younger people within the group so that he could spend a couple hours a day showing them how to do it would be, to me, well worth whatever food or protection that we had to give him within our group. And I'm pretty sure this happens with a lot of MAG groups and a lot of militia groups around the country, probably around the world, that people who are disabled or older are just turned aside. They aren't able to do the patrols. They aren't able to work in the fields. But I think a lot of thought process is not put into this, because these people know and can still do a lot of things. The family I was talking about earlier, the wife had been a home economics teacher for years and years. So not only was she capable of taking care of the children that would be within the group, but she would be capable of running a school. And the fact that she taught home economics for decades means that she knows how to cook things. if she even wasn't capable of cooking for the entire group herself, she would be able to instruct and help out with the other ladies who would be cooking and other gentlemen that are also cooking. And that knowledge could be passed on, and it's something that could be used by a future generation. So if you have a MAG group or a member of a MAG group, think about what you're saying and what you're doing when you are about to dismiss people because of age or because of a disability. Let's look at what they can do instead of what they are incapable of doing because of age or disability. Because I think we're passing up on a situation that could be life-saving in the end. That knowledge, that skill that they have had over years and years of living. That experience could be invaluable in many, many situations. This is not the video that I intended to put up today, but because of this situation, I felt like it was important that I jump on just for a few minutes to talk about this. Because I think that my MAG group did a disservice to itself and to that couple by dismissing them out of hand. So I hope if that type of situation comes up with your group or your retreat people, that you will think about this and try to be a little more inclusive, a little more looking at the external, peripheral things that people can do other than walking around with a gun, providing security, or helping to work in a field or other manual labor. All of that is important, but there's a passing on of skills and knowledge that I believe is just as important. So this is Dan from Dan's Urban Survival and Prepping. Until next time, guys, take care of each other, and remember, there's no situation that there's a right or wrong answer to. There's always options and choices. Take care. And as always, guys, I look forward to hearing your comments, your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this kind of content, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to hear more, please hit the subscribe button and that bell icon. And again, until next time, this is Dan from Dan's Urban Survival and Prepping. Take care of each other.